What's up guys, I'm Luke Bonenfant. I think I've worn the same shirt for the past 3 videos, but it's by coincidence. It's been washed in between every single one, so. Anyway, and this is 5 things that I love about my Porsche 996. Alright, I'll just get right into it. Number 1 is price. This is sort of an obvious one, I guess, or used to be, because the Porsche 996 is 100% of a 911 for about 15% of the price, depending on which one you get. Like a 996 Carrera, when I bought mine, was something you could buy for under $20,000. That is not the case anymore. They're going up quite steeply, but they're still undervalued in my opinion. So number 1 thing that I love about my Porsche 996 was the buy-in price. Recently I saw a 997 and it was not that much better. It was better at being a car, but in my opinion, not as good at being a 911. And I'm gonna make a separate video about that. But yeah, 100% 911 for about, 15 to 50% of the cost. So I would say price is a big plus of the 996. Number 2 is reliability. I have an early 996. The previous owner did the IMS, RMS, and clutch. So from a reliability standpoint, the 996 is a lot better than air-cooled cars, at least. I'll probably have to rebuild this engine at some point, but in the meantime, with some thicker oil and a ceramic treatment, I believe my potential bore scoring issue has been stopped for a bit. Both of my solenoids have been done in the past year. Along with the past month or so, I replaced the entire cooling system. Knock on wood, with everything that I've fixed on this car and upgraded, I won't really have any big reliability issues coming up. Let's really seriously knock on wood. But yeah, even with the stuff that I have had to do to it, it's undeniable that the 996 is, from a reliability standpoint, better than anything else for the performance level and being the type of car that it is. I mean, if you wanted to go out and buy a 355, it would be a disaster compared to owning a 996. For what it is, it's a very reliable car. Number 3 is performance. So my car has a bit of upgrades. It has upgraded shocks, springs, and sway bars, and has a muffler delete and the spare tire delete. So it weighs about 2,700 pounds, 2,800 pounds probably. Oh, and I'm getting lighter wheels. I'm making over 300 horsepower and weighing like 2,800 pounds, and the tires are 295 and 235. So the performance, needless to say, is up there with a lot of modern quick cars. Obviously, in a straight line, a lot of muscle cars, Corvettes and stuff can easily take me, but around a twisty road, there's really not much that can pass me or keep up with me. So from a performance standpoint, the 996 is way beyond what most people would expect from a 20-year-old 911. And a few upgrades as I've done, and you're on par, if not even quicker, than some modern cars. So that's number 3. Number 4, surprisingly, is practicality. The frunk of the 996 is huge. You can actually fit 2 small people in there if you want to do a drive-in movie theater. I went on a 3,300-mile road trip, probably even more than that, down to New Orleans and back from the Northeast, and I was able to fit over a week's worth of clothes and a guitar, an amp, all kinds of stuff in my car, just fine. Snacks, anything that I would need. And yeah, it got all the way down to New Orleans and back without any problems. So practicality is surprising. If you hate your friends, you can put them in the back seat. But yeah, from what most people would expect, practicality-wise, out of a 911, it's really usable on a daily basis. I take this thing everywhere. And number 5 is kind of 2 things. It's like uniqueness and community, because the online community for the 996 is fantastic. You have Instagram pages like 996 Revival. They're great. They feature cars, start discussions and stuff. Yeah, and just people don't understand how rare these cars are becoming. A nice 996 is not a very common sight anymore. A lot of them have been crashed, wrecked, or scrapped, or like a lot of cars as they age, but especially ones with ambers. I'll move, but so you can see. I do have an amber 996. If you live in a place where there's a lot of people who drive sports cars, I live near the beach. There's a lot of people who come down for the summer and drive brand new 911s, but they aren't driving around 996s. It's just like the air-cooled cars. Even I see more air-cooled cars than I do 996s. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool because then people who grew up with them will come up and talk to you about it. Like everyone sort of has an experience with you know, old cars. So yeah, the ownership experience too is just, it's nice. You know, there's a good community online, and parts are readily available. Things are easy to upgrade. It's just an overall good ownership experience for the past 6 months, 7, 8 months, and 10,000 miles on my 996. So yeah, those are 5 things that I love about my 996, or 5 or 6. But if you are looking to buy a 996, I would say do it soon, because they are going up in value at a quick rate. I mean, all used cars are going up right now thanks to some coronavirus inflation, but the 996 in particular is seeing quite a jump. Especially the early Carreras are going up at an alarming rate. So if you really want to get into a 996, do it now. I'm Luke Bonifant, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, camera.